Hello everyone, in this video we are going to talk about vacuum or ventouse delivery. The very basic principle is create negative pressure and get hold of the fetal head. These are some types of ventouse here. This one is made of synthetic rubber that is very commonly used in India. Previously we used to do this metallic cup, and the latest technology this kind of vacuums are available. So what is important to learn in this ventouse delivery? First of all, we need to identify the flexion point where the center of the cuff we are going to apply. It's very easy to see theoretically like that the 3 centimeter anterior to the posterior frontinale and 6 centimeter posterior to the anterior frontinale, there is a flexion point. But actually in practical it's very hard to identify this flexion point. First of all, you need to identify the sagittal suture completely. Once you identify that, you go posteriorly and anteriorly with the finger. So you get two frontinales in your hand. One would be the anterior and one would be the posterior. We know that the shape of the posterior frontinale is of triangular shape and the one of anterior is of diamond shape. But practically again we are not able to identify even this also. Okay, so whenever you even attend a normal delivery or even do a normal delivery, just identify the anterior and posterior frontinale doing your vaginal examination and just confirm that and confirm your finding when the baby is delivered. So this practice will make you clearly identify whether it is anterior or posterior frontinale. Now the flexion point, it is very simply called the 3 centimeter anterior to the posterior frontinale, but in a practical thing it's very difficult to identify this 3 centimeter. What you need to do is you just go and 1.5 phalanx of your finger will make the point. For example, this is your finger, just measure like that, this half thing, 1.5, this exactly makes the 3 centimeter. So just identify by that. Put your tip of this finger in posterior frontinale and just see the half of the second phalanx. You will identify the 3 centimeter distance, and that will be your flexion point. Whenever you identify really the flexion point and apply the cuff exactly there, your chances of the success will be higher, because the flexion point is actually the point of central gravity and the point of central traction. So whenever you have applied your cuff at flexion point, then and then only you are giving traction in the exit line of the body. Okay, so here you giving the traction. So when only you give the traction on the flexion point, then only the rotation will be there. Necessary rotation of the fetal head will be there only when you give the when you apply the cuff at the flexion point. So this is very important in ventouse delivery. Now what about the pressure? The maximum pressure you can apply or you can create in the vacuum is 0.8 kg per centimeter square. If you really have a good in maths, then just do that formula pi r square. With the 6 centimeter cuff, the maximum pressure is around 15 kg. So why we are trying to apply 15 kg of traction? We used to give the traction in forceps also, that will be that also 10 to 15 kg, because this traction is the maximum traction you can give, because if you give more than this uh, traction, there will be severe perennial injury and you can just do uh, even fracture of the perennial bones, of the hip bones even. So never ever try to apply more than this traction, whether it would be the forceps delivery or even the venous delivery. 15 kg is the maximum. So you are creating the vacuum pressure that will be equal to 15 kg. So maximum 15 kg. So if more than 15 kg you give a traction, then the cuff will get off from the fetal head. So that's why we are giving here the target, that is 0.8 kg per centimeter square. Okay, this is very important to understand. Now, what are the contraindications of ventouse where you can prefer forceps? The fetal distress is a relative contraindication, and the preterm baby is also a relative contraindication to the vacuum. The vacuum, the more injury is to the baby. So cephalohematoma, retinal nerve injury, 6-nerve palsy, subglial hematoma, all these things are more common in case of vacuum delivery. Maximum 3 attempts you can apply. So this is all about the vacuum assisted delivery. Thank you.